Hey, Vinny, you heard that Vito Balducci was back in the joint, right?
I heard, but I don't know what happened.
Oh, he was out with a buddy of his, and they got into a terrible accident.
What did he do?
Well, he called 911 and said, hey, I think my friend is dead.
What did the operator say?
Operator said, you need to go and check and make sure that your friend is actually dead.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Well, the operator heard a shot, and then Vito got on the phone and said, all right, what's next? Hey, how you doing? I'm Big Pauley. This guy over here is Vinny 2 times.
I don't...
And we are the Wise Guys, and we're here to bring you our award-winning show, We Pick the Winners. Where? We pick the winners.
I'm not a fan. I'm telling you, you could get more pet grooming business if you did social media.
I just think it's a big waste of time. In fact, Conan O'Brien predicted that YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are all going to merge into one website.
Really? Mm-hmm. What did he call it?
You Twitface.
Hey, Secret Agent Vanessa Fitch. Good to have you back.
Let me guess. Donnie called.
That's right. And Angie and I are this week's fantasy girls.
Oh, by the way, Vinny, before I forget, I need $300 for uniforms for the crew.
I'll tell you what. Make them bowling shirts and get me one. And Paulie too.
Yeah.
I can do that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Well, looks like the gang's all here.
O'Hara, what do you want?
That's Captain Guiness O'Hara to you. And I'm here about these license violations.
Let me see that.
Oh.
Brutus? Fluffy? Wait a minute. These are for the pet grooming truck. Please talk to Angie.
The Pet Center Groom ain't got no license violations.
Well, these little slips of paper say that you do. And I can make them all go away.
Then make them all go away.
I mean with a little donation.
Here, $300.
Oh, once again, you're off to a good start.
Off to a good start. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we'll just have to impound little Brutus and Fluffy and all
Hey,
that.
you can't take Brutus
man.
away. Brutus would never last one day in the joint. He's
Relax!
Well,
I got this. O'Hara, go check the fridge.
That's Captain Guiness O'Hara.
What's in the fridge?
Oh, celery!
He does like his vitamin K.
Yes, he does.
Hey, girls, why don't you go get ready for your segment? It's coming right up.
all right.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is the part of the show where we tell you all about the rest of the show. We've got all the things you come to know and love, like that Boss Down game of the week. We've also got our Ironclad Lock Lead Pipe Cinch personally picked Whack of the Week. And we have our newest segment, the newest segment. I can actually say the words. I
There you
really
go.
can. We have our newest segment, which is doing very well.
Yes, it is.
The Fantasy Matchup. And who helps us with the Fantasy Matchup?
That's my favorite part.
It's everybody's favorite part of the show. It's those amazing, those wonderful, those beautiful fantasy girls.
I never get tired of that.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, let's pick some games.
All right. For you fantasy players out there, there's a couple of teams on a bye. Kansas City Chiefs and Alex Smith, you are on a bye.
And New Orleans Saints and cool Drew Brees, guess what? You're on a bye.
So fantasy players take note. All right. Let's pick some of the games that we agree on.
Yeah, let's pick.
We both agree that the Cincinnati Bengals are going to beat the Carolina Panthers.
Meows. And we both like the Cleveland Browns all over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I guess I will be enjoying a lot of space in my bed tonight.
Oh.
You know what that means?
No, what does that mean?
I'm sleeping on the couch.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, we both like the Tennessee Titans over the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Nothing Bowl.
That's right. And we both like the Green Bay Packers all over the Miami Dolphins.
And we both think Detroit is going to win over the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, and who knows if Megatron's going to play, but I
still think they got a good shot.
And we both like the Denver Broncos all over the flightless New York Jets. Crash and burn.
All right, we both think the Atlanta Falcons are going to do very well against the Chicago Bears.
And we both like the world champion Seattle Seahawks all over the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, for crying out
What the heck? No,
Yeah.
she's hitting me.
Yeah, well, we both picked it. Hey, you know what's sad?
What's that?
I got to sleep on the couch tonight. She don't even live with me.
No, that is sad.
All right, so
Sure.
we both think that the Arizona Cardinals are going to run all over the Washington Redskins.
Deadskins, yeah.
Yeah.
And we both like the San Francisco 49ers all over the St. Louis Rams.
All right, those are the games that we agreed on, and now the games we differ.
Differ.
All right, I am taking the Houston Texans over Vinny's Indianapolis Colts. Houston's playing at home.
Well,
I
you got
just
J.J.
think-
Watt.
Yeah.
How do you not pick him?
Yeah,
well, I
exactly.
just did. I'm going with Andrew Luck, and I think Andrew's just something special.
There they're
flip
at
of the
home.
coin,
That's
that's
the way
what I
I
went
did.
with.
Yeah, so.
And I like the Baltimore Ravens. I like the Baltimore Ravens over Big Paulie's Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their puffy shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know. You always pick Tampa Bay.
Well, I mean, Tampa Bay is close to them, and if it's a close game, I'm going to pick against the Ravens every time. I just don't like them.
They
You
are
just
dirty
did.
birds.
All right, well, those are the games we differed on. We're going to have a beer. Why don't you go grab one yourselves, and we'll see you on the other side.
I'm going to have a beer.
And we are back. And now it is time for our bust out game of the week. Vinny, 2 times, take it away.
Okay, Big Paulie, our bust out game of the week has the 3-2 New York Giants at the 4-1 Philadelphia Eagles as Eli Manning takes on Nick Foles at Lincoln Financial Field. Okay, Big Paulie, what do you like?
Well, I don't really like them, but they are playing good ball. I'm picking the New York Giants to
Oh.
beat the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
But I think it's going to be a pretty tight game, probably 24-21 New York. But Eli Manning is getting it together this right now.
He's no longer the Littles, huh?
You've been doing very well picking with them,
That's
and
right.
so that's where I'm headed with that. How about you?
No, I like that pick, Paulie. Good
Thank you.
pick. I
I
like the way you
appreciate
think.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm a little different, Rudy. Are you kidding me?
What's no?
Philadelphia Eagles now starting to score. I like the Giants, but I just think at home it's going to be a squeaker, but a high-scoring squeaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like Philadelphia at home, 54-52.
Oh, wow. Okay, very good. All right, well, hey, ladies, do you have an opinion on this game? Secret Agent Vanessa Fitch, who do you think's got it in this one?
I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
Any particular reason why?
Because I like to fly like an eagle.
Hey, there you go.
Ah, that's
There you
beautiful.
go.
That's beautiful. I've heard much worse reasoning on this show before. Hey, Angie Carducci, what do you think? Who do you got in this game?
Well, I am going to go along with Venessa and Vinny,
Oh.
and I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles as well.
All right.
Because I feel that Eli Manning is a little unpredictable, and Philly's got LaShawn McCoy. I mean,
yeah.
what can you do? You can't beat him.
There's good points there. There's good points
Can't
there.
argue with
And
that. Can't
so
argue with
3-1, I'm the one that's sticking out. And there's an old Chinese proverb: the nail that sticks out gets hammered down.
That's right.
That's probably going to happen to me, but I'm sticking with my guns on this one. All right, that was our bust out game of the week, and now it's time for our ironclad lock, lead pipe cinch, personally picked whack of the week. Oh, there
That's
you
music
go.
to my ears.
All right, hey.
Hey, I'm going to go first, Big
All right,
Paulie.
that's gonna be new.
Okay, my can't miss, gotta have it, whack of the week, has the 3-2 New England Patriots at the 3-2 Buffalo Bills as pretty boy unneck shaven Tom Brady takes on the man Kyle Orton at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Okay, Big Paulie, let's review, shall
Let's
we?
review.
Okay, New England Patriots have played Buffalo with Tom Brady for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
They're 24-2.
Wow.
Tom Brady doesn't lose against the Bills. I hate that, but that's the way it is. In fact, Belichick's even better. Okay, as much as it pains me, but I'm going to use a little reverse psychology.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going with New England Patriots in a squeaker at Buffalo, 24-21.
There we go. Very, very good. I got to be honest with you. I think the New England Patriots are very, very ripe for the plucking this
vulnerable,
year.
huh?
Yeah, vulnerable is exactly the
okay.
word. And I think I'm just going to flip your score, 24-21, Buffalo Bills at home. That's my opinion on that one. Just throwing it out there. But
I don't
there you
blame you,
go.
Paul.
That's
It's
your
possible.
whack of the week.
It's possible.
All right. And now it's time for my ironclad lock, lead pipe cinch, personally picked whack of the week.
Oh, that's a good whack.
My whack features the 4-1 San Diego Chargers against the 0-4 Oakland Raiders.
I'll pick
As
it
Phillip
up.
Rivers takes on Derek Carr at O.Co Stadium. That's O.Co Stadium.
Oh,
That
yeah?
was Orange County.
I don't know. I just wrote whatever it said.
Wow, yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? It's like, well, let's review, as you like to say.
Yes.
The 4-1 San Diego Chargers, with a quarterback named Phillip Rivers, are playing very, very well.
You say yeah?
The Oakland Raiders are not.
No, they're not.
I'm taking the San Diego Chargers in a blowout, 42-10, because I think the Raiders will score a touchdown toward the end of the game when they go in against the San Diego Chargers scrubs. That's it. San Diego 42-10 over the Oakland Raiders. There just ain't much left of that.
I agree with you, Big Paulie. I think it's going to be a blowout, too.
All right, that was my Ironclad Lock Lead Pipe Cinch personally picked whack of the week. And now it is time for our newest segment, the Fantasy Matchup. That's where you, our fans, send in your questions about your fantasy football teams, and those amazing, those wonderful, those beautiful fantasy girls answer those questions. Vinny, 2 times, what is this week's question?
Okay, Big Paulie, our question comes from Giddy Up, the #1 Colts fan. And they asked, hey, I got 2 kickers. I got Adam Vinatieri from the Indianapolis Colts, and I got Dan Carpenter from the Buffalo Bills. I can only start one. Help.
Ladies?
Well, Adam Vinatieri hasn't missed a kick all season.
Yeah, he's been perfect.
Yeah.
And Dan Carpenter hit a 58-yard field goal to win the game last week.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
the obvious choice would be Adam
Dan
Vinatieri.
Carpenter.
Well, it doesn't always work out. They both have very strong opinions, and
Yes,
they're
they
both
do.
very smart. You're going to have to flip a coin on this one. In the meantime, hey, why don't you go visit our website, thewiseguys.net. That's thewiseguys.net.
Wouldn't this look good on your table?
The holidays are coming so fast.
You could buy more than one, too.
How did you know Vinny was the one?
Well, when all the other guys were falling all over me, then he kept his distance.
He was playing hard to get, huh?
No, he wasn't like the other guys. He waited to find out what was important to me, and then he made his move.
Why are men so confusing?
Maybe this will help. Men are like football, because in football, they have the same priorities as the priorities men have in their everyday life.
And what priorities are that?
Scoring and ball security.
Ladies!
I am not talking to you or your license violations.
I think this belongs to you.
Why is the FBI interfering with our investigation? Don't they know we're this close to getting Vinny and Pauley on money laundering?
I see your money laundering, and I raised you drug trafficking with the Russians.
Oh no. Do you know what this means?
The Russians are ruthless killers?
No, that Dottie DeVille and the DEA are involved.
That's right. You and Dottie Donuts have some history.
We dated for a while until she went crazy. She read that eating fatty foods was bad for you, so she made me stop eating fatty foods.
That's not so bad. I read that smoking was bad for you, so I stopped smoking.
Oh, well, I read that drinking was bad for you, so I stopped reading.
And we are back. Week number 6. Hey, things are going pretty good.
Yeah, not so bad. You know, I went 13 and 2.
And I didn't.
I'll be there in 20 minutes. The first round's on me. Well, I'm off.
Oh, O'Hara's got a date.
Not a date. I'm meeting the guys from my bowling league.
You're not going anywhere until I get the parking violations I paid for.
She has a point.
Yeah, I could do one better, Angie. What do you say we bowl for it?
Vinny, no. We don't know nothing about bowling.
Who's your team?
No, it's just me, Big Pauley, Angie, and, what do you say, Venessa?
It's been a while, but sure.
Against me, Maloney, Waters, and Loans? Please.
Oh, but hey, you got to help us out with some bowling shirts or something like that. You know what? Just spot us maybe $300.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, you're on.
thank you.
Suckers.
Let me see we get the girls dancing, huh?
There we go. Hey,
There we go.
Somewhere in there, the music's going to play. And when the music plays, that's the time of the show where we say thank
There it
you
is.
to all the people who made the show possible. First and foremost, we want to say thank you to those wonderful people at the Wacka 6000.
That would be us.
So thank you, Benny, 2 times.
Thank you, Big Pauley.
And we also want to say thank you to the healthiest police captain in the entire municipality, Captain Guiness O'Hara.
Yeah, he's all hopped up on that celery or
All
something.
right, way to go with vitamin K.
Yeah.
And finally, we want to say thank you to this week's amazing, wonderful, and beautiful Fantasy Girls.
Thanks, wise guys.
I never get tired of that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, $1,000, yeah?
Yeah, what do you say, Angie?
Oh, I think you could have got 2,000.
You
Yeah.
may be right. Hey, good thinking about getting the bowling shirts, though. That's nice.
Always
Wait a
thinking.
minute. You guys really are good bowlers?
They do not call us the 300 Club for nothing. It's good to have you back.
Hey, let me guess. Donnie called.
Yep. And me and
Angela.
Angela are this week's Fantasy Girls.
Wow, that's great.
I'm glad you got that out.
Yeah, this is
The pets I groom ain't got no license violations.
I'll bet those little slips of paper say something.
These little slips of paper say that you do, and I can make them up. These little slips of paper.
All right, girls, go ahead and get ready for your segment. It's coming right up.
Okay.
You can go. There you go.
It's the take from hell. Okay.
This is the part of the show where we tell you all about the rest of the show.
Nobody
We
wants
got
to
all
leave.
those things you've come to know and love.
We're never getting to the show.
Like
We're
that.
just going to do this
Bust out
over
game
and
of the
over
week.
and over again.
We will.